Hey guys, welcome to another episode of UglyTent. I'm your host, Kenny. That sounds weird, doesn't it? I'm glad you guys came along. I've got some new gear to show you and to test out, and I wanted to bring you along for that. And also, I'm just doing some logging road camping. This is an old park or old logging road that's rarely traveled, as you saw from the footage. I had to get out and actually move some trees, some small trees, just nothing major. But anyway, I'm out here by myself doing a little solo overnighter with a new One Tiger's hammock, a new Transgia, not stove, mess kit, the little seat you see on social medias and stuff, a collapsible seat. My buddy Rick gave it to me, and I'm going to test it out. It's pretty cool though, from what I've seen. And also the what was the last one? Oh, the Therm-a-rest seat. The Z seat, I think is what it's called. Anyway, we'll take a look at all that stuff. But I just thought I'd bring you along for a quick overnighter. This was kind of a spur of the moment thing. Had a really good day today. Got a lot accomplished, and my day was actually, it allowed me to come out and go camping. So, we're going to get to it. We're going to set up our hammock here across the road. Of course, again, this is private land. It's locked. It's a locked gate. You know, it's gated. It's locked. I'm not going to have anybody on this road. If I do, they're trespassing. You know, if I do meet anybody, they're not supposed to be here. So, I'm not worried about that. But we're going to string a hammock right across the road and talk a little bit, talk about some gear. Just relax, enjoy the evening. So, thanks for coming along. So, in my little bug out vehicle box I love so much, I've got something very important for summer bug out vehicle camping. It's these little, you've seen them before, it's these little sunshades. They're a mesh sunshade, but they're breathable. So you put them across your windows and it allows your vehicle to have circulation without all the bugs getting in. So let's put those up first. This thing goes here. I'm going to dress this up a little bit. And there you go. It is not perfect, but I've never had a problem with it. It's always kept the mosquitoes and stuff out. And you get a little bit of airflow. Very important. And I believe I've got these on my Amazon store. So if you check out UglyTent's Amazon store, you'll find these, or something like these. The trick is, make sure you have plenty on the outside, obviously. Pull it down, shut the door. It kind of locks it in. There we go. So, Nellie is not, it's my truck, my SUV, Nellie. It is not a four-wheel drive. It's front-wheel drive. But it has gone everywhere I've wanted it to go. It's always taken me off-road or wherever I wanted to go. Now, I don't get stupid with it. You know, I don't try to do stuff that a four-wheel drive, only a four-wheel drive can do. So I've had Nellie for 12 years. She's been really good to me, but it's about time to get rid of her. She's really starting to fall apart. And I don't want to spend a lot of money on it. Anyway, I want to show you what I got. So it's the Transgia MS10. We're going to look at that. We're going to look at the Z-pad or the Z-seat. Z-seat, that's what it's called. Therm-a-rest. This is nothing, probably nothing new to you guys. I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen this stuff already. It's just new to me. Oh, and trying out some new food. If you've been curious about this for Patriots food, like I have, we're going to try it out. Earlier I thought I smelled one of the ingredients in here, like I smelled like maple sugar or maple syrup or something. So if you can smell it through the package, it's not a good sign, but yeah, I can smell it. I don't know. So we'll open it up and see what we got. Hopefully it's not been compromised, but we'll check it out. Oh, here we go. It's a new One Tiger's hammock. I love the packaging on this. So it's got its own little bag, and it's got two little pockets on the back to stick whatever you need in here. And I've got the straps that came with. Came with some really nice straps too. And then the contents inside. We're going to take a closer look at that. So not only is the Wazoo necklace good for fire starting or whetstone, but they're also great for holding your glasses if you're an old man like me. Now, that's something else I want to talk to you about. Doing survival stuff, survival episodes for guys over 50. I'm approaching 50. Watching these young guys doing their thing and then knowing we can't do that or probably shouldn't do that, or, you know, at 50 years old, you're probably not going to be a Joe Robinette. I mean, it's just the way it is. Or even Dan Wilwack, great guy. Man, he hits the gym hard and all the time. And there's no way I could keep up with him. So I wanted to do a series on something more practical for guys that are my age and older. You know, like this right here. You know, this isn't survival. You're not at a campground. You don't have the facilities. You're not doing all that stuff. This is still doing more than most people do. This is inconvenient camping, as Dave calls it. And I wanted to do more of that for you guys. Let's hook up this hammock. I'm thinking I'm going to get it this tight right here. There we go. Alright, so now that we've got the hammock set up, let me show you the other thing I forgot to bring out with my gear haul, which is these little fold-up seats. Weighs 10 ounces. It's made of aluminum, really sturdy aluminum. It looks cheap until you throw it together, and then you're like, this is not bad. So make sure that you get the joints put together correctly, and that all of them are together. There's the little seat. Now this will twist up on you, and you'll be like, which end's which? But it's got the shock cord in there, so you know. The only thing that concerns me are these little pins. But so far they've held up. Just a place to rest your bum. You know, at 10 ounces and as small as it folds up. Not bad. Man, it's beautiful out here. I tell you what, with this weather starting to cool down a little bit, I mean, it's still hot, but the evenings are cooling down. It's really getting me in the mood for fall, for autumn. And this reminds me of the old days. When I first started doing YouTube about 4 years ago, one of the reasons I got into YouTube was because of Mike McQuillan, which is MCQ Bushcraft. And you've probably heard his channel was hacked and taken down. 9 years of footage, hard work, subscribers, gone. Just gone. He's trying to get YouTube and Google to do something with it and do something about it because he was hacked. But, I mean, he's starting over, I guess. I don't know. It's terrible. Because even now, or even before this, I would go back and watch his old videos. You know, loved his old early stuff. So I've seen some people saying you can email YouTube and tell them, I guess you're kind of petitioning to tell them that you want Mike back. I don't know what good it's going to do, but it's better than doing nothing. So anyway, just a suggestion. That's what I did. So let's go into the next thing. This is the Therm-a-rest Z seat. It's just a little knee pad, but it's very, very durable. I make these for my backpacks, but I wanted to try this out because I love Therm-a-rest. And I've got one of these Z pads, and they're, I don't want to say they're indestructible, but I've had mine forever, and it's done really well. So that's the other thing. And then here's the Transgia mess tin. I didn't even know they made such a thing. I thought that was pretty cool. Never been used. But you know what a great container to put food in or whatever, lock it in, maybe put a Ranger band around it, throw it in your pack. You know, you could contain a lot of food in there, or cooking. Oh, you know what else? Let's see if it fits. I brought the MSR pocket rocket, so let's see if it'll fit in there. Oh yeah, of course it will. Oh, look at that. That's freaking crazy. That fits in there like it was meant for it. That is cool. The moment you've all been waiting for. Let me get my glasses on so I can see you. This is the new 4 Patriots 72-hour food kit. Not really sure. Alright, so I can smell. Now I don't know if it's just residual on the bag, but I can actually smell. Let me put my seat down. This part right here is hard on my bum. Alright, we're going to test it out. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's tear it open. Well, like I was saying, I can smell like maple and brown sugar or something through the bag, which to me is not a good sign. It's got a tear tab up top. Alright, here we go. Yeah. So there's a really strong smell of the food, which means that either there's residual on the inside or it's not sealed properly. I don't know, but we're going to find out. It just really concerns me. So here's one of the menus, one of the items. This is Grammy's Sweet Oatmeal. I think it's what I'm smelling. It's got like maple and brown sugar in it. This is 8 servings. It is not Ziploc. So it's pretty much 8 servings in one bag. So, I mean, if you don't use it now, I don't know, guys. This one, America's Finest Mac and Cheese. Come on, zoom in. There we go. And lastly, so you get 3 items, is creamy rice and vegetable dinner. Serves 4. Look, there it is. Serves 4. 4 servings. It's got the date when it was manufactured. Lot number. So you got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they're all, looks like they're all vegetarian. So we'll save the oatmeal for breakfast in the morning, and the mac and cheese for another day, and we'll try the creamy rice and vegetable dinner for tonight. So let me share with you what UglyTent's been up to lately. Of course, I'm still unemployed. Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm working for myself now. So my side hustles and all that I'm still doing. But I've created a company, another LLC, limited liability company, to do handyman work and drywall finishing. That's what I've done in the past. So I'm talking 12 years ago. So I've started that again, and I've been really busy. You know, I've kept busy. So I've started a business. I know what kind of time is it to start a business during a pandemic and shut down and all that crap. But the Lord's been good to me, and we've done really well. You know, it's like any business. When you first start out, you're putting everything back into the business. You know, you're not really making anything starting out. It takes a while. So, you know, with SOS Outdoors, and that's our online shop and our store. We have a brick and mortar store, sosoutdoors.com. With that and my writing, I just finished my 3rd book, with my 2nd book with Tina Potter, the Master Herbalist. So that will be on the shelves very, very soon. I'm excited about that. So I've been extremely busy. Even though I have been considered quote unquote unemployed, I've always got something going on. You know, I'm not stopping, and neither should you. You know, but find what you like, what you love to do, and stick with it. So that's why my YouTube channel's been suffering lately, because of all the other things I've got going on. But I really enjoy the comments and the conversations. That last video I posted, if you haven't watched that, about Beirut, the Beirut explosion, man, I got some fantastic comments. I mean, I hate to sound cheesy, but the conversation was just amazing. A lot of good input, a lot of good views and perspectives. Had a couple of haters, you know. You're going to get that. And I expected that when I posted it. So, thanks for joining me on this do-nothing evening. You know, I've had a busy day today. It's been a great day. Today's just been a wonderful day. And you know, I find myself more and more saying that my days are great. I do not miss corporate America, working for corporate America, not one bit. You know, obviously I miss the paychecks, the good paychecks. But, man, I'll tell you what, this life is, it's glorious. So, I hope everyone else is doing well. I hope everybody's safe and staying healthy. Alright, first thing we're going to do is going to boil water in this to see how well it does. Boiling water. And then we're going to mix it in, pour the boiling water into another container, my heavy cover canteen cup. And then we can add what we want into the container. I just want to see how it's going to do boiling water. Does that make sense? See, this is when it starts to feel like fall. Feels good out. So I think it's aluminum. It's pretty tough though. I mean, let's get everything ready. Let's see how it fits on the, yeah, fits good on the MSR. I am not really that hungry. I had a good dinner before I came out. So we're just going to try a little bit of it. I like the handle on it. Nice. I don't want to snap the lid on too tight because I don't want to have to fight with it getting it off. Because it doesn't have a lid, it doesn't have a ring on top or anything. So I don't know if it's going to transfer the heat to the lid. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, that transfers heat pretty good. So that's one thing about this mess kit. The lid is not ideal for covering it to heat water. Okay, so that's almost to a boil, so I'm going to cut open the ingredients of the creamy rice and vegetable dinner. So we're going to pour this into here. I'm going to add some of this stuff. Looks like it's all the same. Yeah. There's the oxygen absorber. Yeah. Pour this in here. Oh, okay. Alright, so this says to whisk the contents into the boiling water, then let it cook again, stir frequently. So this is kind of like I guess a backpacker's pantry or something where you have to continually work with it. And I'm going to turn it down to a low simmer. So there's something to keep in mind. If you've got an aluminum mess kit, then you really have to work with this for Patriots food. I'm trying to find a new survival food. I guess you guys know that. I'm always looking. I love watching Steve, 1989. Those of you who remember, I called him Eddie, 1989. I don't know why, but anyway. He does a really good job reviewing rations and stuff, and MREs and stuff like that. Alright, so we're like at 20-minute mark here, and I've used a ton of gas. It's still, the rice is still not softening up, it's still crunchy. So if you're at home, this is probably a good option, although if it's a survival food, your stove is not going to work, so you're going to be using propane or something like this. So I just don't understand you're basically cooking rice. It's not rehydrating, you're cooking the rice. And it takes a while on these little tins, and I'd rather have instant potatoes or rice-a-roni or something like that, which just doesn't take long to fix. This is a lot of work, and I've had to add water like 3 times because it keeps obviously burning down the water, and the rice is not cooking. Guys, I am not impressed. I'm sorry for Patriots. I mean, the flavor's there. It's really good. I like the flavor. But, I mean, it's just... Look, I'm going to have to add more water because the rice is not cooking. And I'm sure they'll tell me I'm doing something wrong, I guess. I don't know. But for what I do, let me put it to you this way. For what I do and men over 50 do, this is not practical. Most men that are doing this survival camping, bushcrafting, this is not a practical alternative. Look at that heavy cover spoon just rests right on there. I'll tell you something else I found out too. For us men over 50, this little seat I got kills your knees. My knees are killing me, so I have to stand up and stretch. I'm telling you, man, we just can't do what the young guys do. We work too hard all our lives. So I got my Therm-a-rest pillow and my Therm-a-rest Z seat on my back there, and I'm gonna put my poncho liner in. I probably won't need this, but I want to sleep on it or wrap myself in it, keep mosquitoes from biting through the hammock. And if I get cool, not cold but cool, I can always cover myself with this extra layer. Pretty neat. Yeah, this is nice. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night. It's about 11 o'clock and I'm tired. My food did not turn out. The rice never did cook. I'm not much of a cook, just ask my wife. The only thing I can do really is breakfast stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna lay here in my beer burrito and try to get some sleep. Listen to the critters sing me to sleep. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the morning. The birds are waking me up. They're saying time to get up. Another glorious night in the woods. So I did come up with a question while I was laying here last night. I used this little cover quite a bit. I mean, I covered myself up with it and just laid on my poncho liner. But I was wondering, can you take this out? And no, you cannot take it out completely, but they've included a little pocket here. See, it only zips here and stops. But there's a pocket here that you can roll it up in. So let me show you that. So I'm going to unhook it from all the little tabs. Unzip it. It's got zipper pulls on both sides. There you go. I'll roll it up and put it in its own little pocket here. Actually, I guess you could turn that pocket inside out and it would do the same thing. There we go. There. So, if you're not using the cover and you want to store it, it just hangs in there. Now you've got a normal hammock. I'm not even going to fool with the 4 Patriots breakfast. We're going to use a backup because I know this is good. I know this rehydrates and this is good. You don't have to actually cook it. A little taster's choice in the cooksa. Oh yeah. And I snuck out I didn't eat much last night because the rice didn't cook. So I brought the pound cake. So I've been munching on that. So let's get some coffee going, get some brew going, and enjoy what's left of the morning. It smells so good. Alright, before this boils, I'm going to pour a little bit in my cooksa. I don't want boiling coffee, I just want hot coffee. Cowboy coffee. It's going to be pretty strong. As you can probably hear, the water is boiling. Nice hiss. Whoa, I hate it when that happens. It always scares me to death. So one thing about the canteen cups with the pocket rocket is you gotta make sure you got it set on there correctly. It will fall over and spill your boiling water all over you and everything else. Oh, that's good coffee. Just something special about drinking it out of a cooksa. I'm really getting used to this camping out of the vehicles. Tell you what, I like this really well in the summertime because I'm not a sun lover. I don't like the heat. So this is an easy alternative. Camping from your vehicle, you know. I guess you could even camp in it if you wanted to. I've done that before. Of course, it's probably too hot last night. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed all the gear reviews. Let's review real quick. The sit pad, the Z seat from Therm-a-rest, I give it a thumbs up for sure. The chair, like I said, it's not your go-to chair, but for backpacking or for a bug out bag, heck yeah. So thank you, Rick, for this. Really appreciate it. It's been useful. Love the hammock. The hammock did really well. And what else did we have? Oh, the food. I'll just leave it at that. So thanks for watching this episode. We'll see you on the next one.